Do we really need some of these games ported to Switch? And a thought long lost arcade game is coming to Switch! If you want to win one of 4 Nintendo eShop $50 gift cards, stick around to the end of the video to find out how. We've all heard it today. The Outer Worlds Switch port is absolutely garbage. Okay, it's not looking good. Digital Foundry did a breakdown. I watched the whole goddamn 20-minute video and I felt like Spawn Wave. I was just like, whoa, tech. The whole time. Seriously, I've never watched a Digital Foundry video. I've only seen highlights from it. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a look at this, get the full, just give me the info. And I did, and boy, oh boy, it was a sight to behold, I guess. No wonder Spawn Wave's addicted. The Outer Worlds port, just to sum it all up, if you don't want to hear all the details and want to just skip ahead, it looks like dog shit, okay? It's a blurry, pixely, just mess. It's just a mess, all right? The game pauses in the middle of gameplay. You'll be playing the game, and it'll just like have a loading, like you're loading a fucking video online and you have shitty internet. Just like a fucking circle wheel comes up on your screen. It's like, hold on, we're loading the rest of the game right now. Like, what? Blew my mind seeing how bad this runs, and a lot of people are sharing around this this screenshot, which will be on the thumbnail of this video, of the sign not loaded in, right? But a lot of people are trying to defend that. They're like, guys, it's not loaded in yet. When it loads in, it looks all right. I'm like, that's not the point. In the video, he's sitting there staring at the sign for I don't know how long. It's like 30 seconds at least, it feels like. Feels like forever. He's just sitting there and it's just like, it's like loading in like little pieces of it and then it finally loads it in. That's not how a game should run, just letting you know. Also, there's tons of areas where they've taken out tons of trees, lots of puddles. It's Puddlegate all over again. You remember the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man Puddlegate situation? Here we go with Outer Worlds. It just looks and plays terrible. The frame rate just dips like hell, well below 30 frames, which is the target. The resolution dips all the way down to the 300s on handheld mode. It just is absolutely just horrendous. Like looking at them, it's like, why? And like, I thought The Witcher 3 looked like shit, but a lot of people were like, this is amazing. I can't believe they did this. I thought it looked like shit. And a lot of people agree with me. Like, I know, right? I thought it looked like shit too. When Doom first got ported, it had tons of issues with the sound and everything. Arc is a whole, everyone knows that. He talked about that a ton in the video, how horrible that game looks. Just looks like a fucking 64 game. It's fucked. But do we really need, the whole point of what I'm getting to here is, do we really need these games ported to the Nintendo Switch? If you want to see the full breakdown, I'd go watch Digital Foundry's video and go, where's the link, Shane? Tab, Google, type in Digital Foundry Outer It's gonna be a lot faster than asking me for the link and then me giving it to you. But anyways, why do we didn't need Outer Worlds on Switch, okay, right? And you're like, that's the only console I got. Well then guess what? You shouldn't want to play Outer Worlds, all right? Maybe you want to play it, but you shouldn't give them $60 for this version. This is absolute shit. You're getting gypped. Trust me, you're getting gypped. No matter, like, I had fun with it. Just, you're paying the same exact amount for this, like, just polished turd as someone else who's getting the real deal actual version of the game. I don't know, if you want to rip yourself off, then by all means go, look, it's portable, I can bring it with me on the go. That's great for games when they get ported and they work decently, like at least decently, but this is seriously fucked. Like, this is so bad. There's a point where we're gonna have to be like, guys, we don't need these ported to Switch. If you're gonna make it this fucking garbage, obviously it's really hard for them to make it good, ported to the Switch that well, right? I mean, this game is a humongous game, so I can't blame them. They tried their best, I'd imagine. I can't imagine that they would be like, oh, we kind of tried a little bit, but there it is. They tried their best. Just keep the games over there. If they're gonna look like absolute horseshit, just don't rip off the consumer by charging them full price for a piece of shit. Just keep it over there. And I thought this was really neat and exciting. A thought-to-be long-lost arcade game that never even saw the light of day because it was canceled, which we'll get into in a minute, is coming to Switch soon. 1992, I believe, was when it was supposed to come out, but it got canceled because of the popularity of 3D arcade games and fighter games and stuff at the time. This is a 2D platformer. Looks very cool. It is from the same people that make Wonder Boy and Monster World. They are called West Stone. Maybe you've heard of them. It's made specifically by Ryuichi Nishizawa, I think is how you say his name. I'm always fucking up Japanese names. Excuse me. And the game is called Clockwork Aquario. In Japan, it's called Tokiaiji, you know, just, I don't know, I'm not gonna say that because I can't say it. But anyways, it's Strictly Limited Games is bringing us this game. It looks really, really cool. There's gonna be a screenshot on the screen. It looks like a really nice, just as far as the screenshots, I've seen, I've seen like 3 or 4 screenshots. They look really cool, really nice and colorful and bright, and it's a classic 2D platformer, so there you go. And the sprite work actually had love and care put into it, which Ryuichi emphasizes. He's really, really excited to see this game coming back because it got canceled, and he said the team worked really hard on it, especially the pixel art. He said this is a pixel art work of art, pretty much, and that the team poured their heart and soul into it to make it look as good as it can. I'm like, there you go. What indie developers do? Take notes if you're gonna be making pixel art. Jesus Christ. You're like, Shane, what about Owlboy? And stuff like, those are great. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the other people that don't do it right. Anyways, it's coming physically and digitally from Strictly Limited Games, which I don't really know much about Strictly Limited Games. I thought they were like a limited run games, like rip-off company, which, I mean, in a way they kind of, I don't know why they call themselves Strictly Limited Games, like, you're pushing it there. But they do release limited edition physical games, which this is the physical edition of this is gonna be limited edition. But their mission apparently is to release games that are culturally significant that were canceled or lost. So I'm like, that's a really fucking cool mission statement for your company. Instead of just limited run games, we're like, hey, you indie developer already made a game, can we just go ahead and take your work and just print it on a cartridge and split the money? There you go. And limited run games are gonna be pissed like, actually, that's not what we do. That's not what we do, Sean. Chill, okay? I've bought limited run games in the past. I haven't in a really long time, but Ukulele was the last one I bought. But anyways, I think this is a really neat business idea for them to do. And there's a lot to this. Like, apparently this game like pushed the hardware, the SEGA System 18 arcade, which was what it was made for, to the limits. And a lot of the assets, they got the company Strictly Limited Games got access to the source code for this game, but a lot of the assets were missing. Like the sound, music, and even graphics. Some graphics were missing. So they actually had to go get the original Stone team, a lot of the original members of the team, to recreate a lot of the code for the game to make it like, to restore it completely. And I was like, this is like a fun like history, like something like video game significant in video game history, like a project in that regard, even though obviously there's not a game on that big of a scale, but I mean, it could be, right? Like you could get to a game at that point where it is something that's significant, like, oh my God, the Lost Mario Boys 4. I can't believe it. I don't know. But yeah, I thought this was really, really neat to see, and it's coming to the Switch on the eShop and physically. So there you go. If you're excited for some really awesome, cool bit of retro gaming history, specifically arcade history, it is the last arcade game made by Stone too. So it's significant in a lot of different ways. Very, very neat. Excited to see it, and I will probably check it out. If you want to win a $50 Nintendo eShop gift card, all you gotta do, I'm giving away 4 of them, all you gotta do is leave a like, comment, and be subscribed, and I'll be picking a random, or 4 random winners from a random video picked at the end of the month live on twitch.tv/Fugamecrue. So get those comments on all the videos uploaded in June, and I'll be picking a random video and then 4 random comments from that video and getting you guys out some codes. So if you're excited about that, get all the comments in, get some entries, maybe a win. And like I said, announcing it live on twitch.tv/Fugamecrue. So check that out. Doing live streams very often on there as well. So come hang out and have some fun. But if you want to look like this badass on screen right here, from merch for fugamecrue.bigart.com, we got shirts, stickers, mugs, all that fun stuff, good quality, fast shipping, good pricing. For as low as $1 a month, you can help support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Fugamecrue. And we also have a join button down below where you get a cool little badge next to your name. And you also get emotes to use on YouTube live streams whenever we do those. Anyway, you want to support the channel, even just by liking, commenting, subscribing, or even just being a meanie and disliking and going, Shane, I hate you, I think you're dumb. That's great too, and I love you all to bits. Thank you so, so much. Links to everything in the description. My personal channel, Cameron's channel is down there as well. We're also on BitChute and Blair, so go check us out over there, and I'll see you later.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.
Camping.